Hello and welcome to my tarot channel. Today's video is what is stopping you from finding your true love. So we have 4 piles here and you will pick intuitively. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So you will choose your pile, and the question being asked is what is stopping you from finding your true love. So use your intuition now to pick your pile 1 through 4. And I will start with pile 1. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just go by off what the cards look like, whichever one is calling to you. So I'm going to start with pile 1 now. What is stopping you from finding your true love? And you got rebuild. So you may need to create or rebuild. In your life. There was maybe a conflict and you feel like you need to awaken, you need to be more aware, you need to rebuild, you need to recreate, especially after tower moments. Maybe you recently had a tower moment. Maybe you felt like there was some kind of defeat that happened and maybe that's got you stuck. But you have the 4 of Wands, which is stability. So stability will come in after whatever this moments were or this moment was. And you also got the lilies, which is forecasting happiness in general. So maybe you have a lot of these tower moments where you have to go and rebuild your life again, or that's how you feel, or recreate again somehow. So that may be a barrier or thing that perhaps isn't something that normally happens, which is something that happened recently, or is something that seems to happen quite frequently. And you also got love yourself as much as you want your soulmate to love you. So make sure you have that self-love, especially after a tower moment. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to celebrate and build yourself back up. A lot of times we have to build ourselves back up first before we can have someone love us, and make sure that you have that self-love and you love yourself, and then someone will love you type of thing. So just a tower moment seems to be what's getting in your way. A kind of conflict or that feeling of defeat seems to get in your way a lot when it comes to love. Just make sure you're loving yourself first, and then love will come to you. And don't let that feeling of defeat get in the way. It's okay to rebuild. It's okay to create. So I would say that is your reading, and that is the end of your reading for pile number 1. Rebuild, create, make sure you're loving yourself first. For pile number 2, what is getting in your way of finding your true love? You may be in your head space too much with the crown chakra. Maybe you think too much about it, or you're thinking too much about love in general, or like the perfect love or the perfect person. You're just in your head about it a lot, perhaps. You might be working a lot, so work could get in the way. You might already feel content within the family that you have, or with your family, so that could sometimes get in the way too. But you're already feeling content. You might be working a lot. You're in your head about it a lot though, and you're apparently a person that likes luxury a lot, so maybe you only like someone that can offer you those type of things. You like to work and you already feel content. Or family in general might sometimes feel like it's getting in the way also. You might be a person that comes from abundance, or you're looking for someone that does to help you out. And you got flattery with the cat. So there might be a little bit of strife there with the type of person that you choose, perhaps. You already feel content, you're already probably working, or you want someone that is an abundant person already, so that might be causing a problem, because that's something that you mainly maybe look for, is that contentment and somebody that has their stuff together and that is skilled and that can flatter you. So you might be in your head too much about what you want. It says fall in love when you're ready, not when you're lonely. So that whole thing, like maybe you feel lonely a lot, so you start looking for someone and you ask yourself who it is that you want, and you're looking for certain things. But what you need to do is just let love come towards you when you're ready, not just because you're lonely. So I would say that is your reading for pile number 2, and those are the things that may be stopping you from finding your true love. Make sure you're ready for love, and it's not just because you're lonely, and you're not just going into relationships just because you're lonely or staying stuck in your head all the time about wanting to be in like this perfect relationship with this perfect family and perfect abundance and everything else. Alright, so we will move on to pile number 3. What is stopping you from your true love, or what is getting in your way? And you have coming together, so like people coming together, harmony, stability, love in general. So you have, this could be a person, but it's most likely you, and you're just a more independent, assertive type of person. You don't like being betrayed. You don't like greedy, controlling people, or you might be a bit more too controlling. You might just be a controlling, independent, assertive type of person, and you don't like that feeling of betrayal. Once someone betrays you, you're done for. There is no maybe like going back or coming back together type of thing. You want harmony in a relationship, but you're more of the controlling, perhaps, type of person. Or there is a female around you that is like that, but it's most likely you that's just independent, assertive. You want things to go your way. You don't want it, you're afraid of being betrayed, perhaps. You're looking for that true love where you come together and it's a harmonious partnership type of thing, and you won't settle for anything else. So maybe you just haven't found that person yet. Also, perhaps you're more gentle than people think, or you like gentle people only, or you could have children, or they could have children. So that might be another stepping block depending on your age, especially in the age of the children, if there are children involved. And if you are the independent type, you might just be a certain way where you're more, especially if you have children, where you're more controlling within the relationship and want to see who someone is and make sure there is no betrayal. You may not want the children to suffer if there are children. If there aren't children, this could just be a gentle disposition, or a disposition that you look for in another person, or they could have children. But you might be the type that just wants gentleness all the time, but you need to look inward at yourself and make sure you're not being too controlling, maybe. And it says, never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. So that's good advice for everyone, but never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Maybe that could be something that happened in the past, or it could just be, because you are an assertive person, don't make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Move into things more slowly, perhaps. Don't be overly controlling, and don't be so afraid of being betrayed. Just go in slowly and harmoniously, and hopefully you find that person if you haven't found that person yet. And that is what I have to say for pile number 3, and we will move on to pile number 4 now. So for pile number 4, what is getting in your way of true love, or finding true love? You have rest and reconsider. So maybe you're feeling fatigued, or you're feeling fatigued about it, or you feel like it's not out there, but you need to persevere and overcome that, and reconsider. True love may still be out there and out there for you. You just haven't found it yet or something, but you're just feeling really fatigued lately, or about it in general. Maybe you're not being really logical about it. You really want that true love, you just haven't found it, so you're just feeling worn out. You're feeling like there's no progress, perhaps, and you're not really necessarily feeling undecided or at a crossroads about it. You're actually probably actively looking or searching, or have been for a while, for your true love, and just haven't found it. A long journey. So yeah, you've been on a long journey for a long time looking for your true love, and you're just feeling worn out about it and fatigued about it. Like, where are they? Maybe you're not being the most logical about it anymore. You're not undecided about it, though. It's something that you actively think about, perhaps, and just having not found it is something that's upsetting. Sometimes our own upset is what gets in our way, and we need to be stronger and show strength. the reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. So maybe you have like a strong soulmate out there, or maybe you had one before that you lost, and so that was such an upsetting thing. So you search all the time for your true love, and you just need to be more logical about it, less pessimistic, I would say. Try to bring in some positive energy. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Don't be illogical about it. Don't let it be the main thing on your mind. Let it find you. If you've been searching for a long time and you feel fatigued and worn out, just keep persevering and let it find you. Let them come to you. And if they don't come to you, just be more active and try to be more social and make sure you're getting enough rest, I would say. It's obviously been a long journey. So at some point, if it has been a long journey, maybe their journey will come to an end and you will find them eventually, or they will find you. Just, keep at it, keep strong, make sure you're getting enough rest. Reconsider, maybe love in general is love. So, maybe love is on the way. Maybe it's just your standards or something. You're not being logical enough, or at one point you had a soulmate, or one is trying to come into you, or maybe you've already lost one, so that's why you're upset and it was a long time ago or something. But you are looking for that true love. So if you're open to love and you're making sure you're getting enough rest, and you just reconsider and you try to persevere and just carry on and try to be more positive, then after such a long journey, surely it must find you at some point. Some form of love will. And that's what I have to say for pile number 4.